Thank you. That's part of the late show here from 10 o'clock this evening. But as we mentioned, the Hammersmith continuing to do what they're good at, really, at winning a Nines tournament at the weekend. On the line is their head coach, Paul Farah. Evening, Paul.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Your side did reasonably well on Sunday.
Yes, yeah, we put two teams in the London's 9 competition, an A grade and a B grade team, and yeah, the A grade team went through undefeated and then ended up taking out the title, which was very pleasing.
Now, you're basically a group of Aussies or Southern Hemisphere side, we should say, who enjoy playing rugby league and just want to have a game every week. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much. Just late sort of in 2008, we got together, and it was just initially an idea thrown around to put together a rugby league team, and then the next minute we were, recruiting players, recruiting sponsorship, and then putting a team together to play in the London League. So yeah, majority of the initial players last season were expats, Aussies, and Kiwis, but this year we've tried to diversify our players, and we've got some English and some Spanish and some Scottish players amongst our player list this season, which is good to see. Fantastic.
But you're keeping on that tradition of winning, though. You do have quite a good record.
Yes, yeah, we went through last season in our competition undefeated, which was good to see, and obviously this year going up a division for our first grade team, we're hoping to get a bit more competition and see how we go, I guess, and our season kicks off on Sunday.
I guess that Aussie attitude, though, you're going to be confident, and nothing else but confident heading into a season, even though you're playing in the next division.
Yeah, well, that's right. If you don't go in with the mentality that you're going to win, then you're sometimes better off not playing. So the boys have a good attitude, and we're getting healthy numbers to training, and by having two grades this year, it's pushing the boys to earn their spots in first grade, which obviously makes training competitive, which then leads to competitiveness on the football field.
Now, this could be completely off topic. It's also one of the things that I've often thought about in terms of the way that English and Australian sportsmen and women just go about their particular sports in different ways. I always find that English players, not wanting to make excuse, but they're never truthful, never honest with you. If you say something, they're always trying to, in the media especially, just spin you a line or tell you something that will just almost answer the question and not really sort of be honest. You ask an Aussie and say, was that a great performance? They go, nah, it was rubbish. It just seems that attitude towards the game, is it something that you've picked up on? Is it different? Do you find different approaches to the game?
I have, obviously, reading things in the media and being a general sports follower, I do find that the Australian way tends to be a little bit more direct, but I guess that's just in the nature of how we are and how we're brought up. But sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes it's not a good thing. I guess it depends how straight down the line you are with some of your answers to the questions you get asked. So.
I mean, I just think is it a Lee Smith try in the grand final at Old Trafford? There was he went to the big screen for a decision, and it was, well, let's just say he probably shouldn't have been given, but it was. And then in his post-match interview, they said to him, did you think, having seen it on the screen, that you might not have been awarded? And he went, well, it looked okay to me. I thought, no, just say, I didn't think it was a try, and I was quite surprised to get it. You're not going to get yourself in trouble for saying that. Anyway, back to the Hammersmith side. Your name as well. Where does that come from?
The Hammersmith Hills Hoists?
Yes.
Well, obviously, most of the boys that started the club up lived in the area of Hammersmith, and then obviously the Hills Hoists. I guess growing up, the Hills Hoist clothesline is an iconic landmark for Australian backyards, so it just sort of that's where the name came from, and we thought it might be something different to using an animal as our sort of club logo. So someone mentioned the Hills Hoist clothesline, then we got someone to design the logo for us, and that's what we stuck with, and we obviously quite like it, and it's got a different ring to it, which is good.
Absolutely, and a different logo as well. So you're looking forward then to getting your season underway. I think most of the conference season starts at the bank holiday at the beginning of May. Yeah, well,
we start our competition for the conference on Sunday. We've had our game changed. So the boys are looking forward to Sunday and testing themselves in the next level above from last year. So we're hoping to have another successful season and have a good time along the way.
So who is it that you play Sunday?
Yeah, we play the Scholars on Sunday up at North London. It's an away game.
Okay, and is that, I mean, I guess there's no easy games in the old cliche, but is that a tough game going to the Scholars? They've also got a big setup.
Yeah, they do have a big setup. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what level their team is that we're playing against on the weekend, but no matter what team we play, we always show them the respect that they deserve and put in the effort at training to make sure that we're ready, whether the team is of the same standard or better or just below. We're always going to prepare the same way, just out of respect for the opposition.
And I guess if there's any people then around the Hammersmith area, whether they be Scottish or Spanish or whatever it is, then how can they get in touch if they wanted to play a bit of rugby league?
Yeah, they can go to our website at www.hillshoistsrlfc.com. And we train twice a week at Tyford Park out at Acton, where the Wasps' home ground is there, on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30. And anyone's more than welcome to come along, no matter what level of rugby league you've played. We've got some new players this year that have never played rugby league before and have been coming to training for a month now, and their skills have improved dramatically, and they're really enjoying themselves. So that's the best way to get in touch with us via our website.
Well, Paul, I'm definitely going to keep my eye on how you go this year. We'll have the latest on all the conference divisions right here on London Rugby League. Best of luck on Sunday against the Scholars then, and I'm sure we'll catch up later on in the summer.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. That's Paul Farah, the head coach of the Hammersmith Hills Hoists. Great name. I haven't seen the badge. I want to see the badge now.
So do I.
I'm going to go check out the website. And see what
I might even turn up for training.
And in fact, before we go anyway, Dave, we're just about to talk about Harlequin.